Hello everyone, Andy Schwab here with your Farm and Ranch News. Last week, the Montana FFA organization wrapped up their 94th annual state convention by crowning dozens of champions in career development and leadership development competitions. One of those were the Ag Issues competition, and that's where a team of 6 FFA members from a chapter present the pro and con side of an agricultural issue. Baker FFA came away as the winner this year after presenting every angle of the American Prairie dilemma. One team member had to be the advocate for the AP, even if they didn't see eye to eye with the organization that is trying to make an American Serengeti by buying as much ranches and changing some BLM allotments in several counties of central and northern Montana. For Kennedy Lyson, she drew that straw and said that after speaking with American Prairie, her eyes were opened up a little bit to why AP would like to do or achieve their goal.
There's so many different aspects to this, and I feel like the more we learn, the more we realize that both sides have their arguments, and we were kind of able to realize that even if we thought we were for the ranchers no matter what, we were maybe brought toward the middle a little bit more, and kind of gave us new appreciation for American Prairie and what they're doing, even if we don't want to sell our land to them.
The Baker FFA Ag Issues team will now take this topic to the National FFA competition this fall in Indianapolis to compete for a national award. Maddie Butori, who is a team member, told me the opportunity present on that national stage offers a chance to bring awareness for other states.
You said this is kind of a Montana issue, but it's definitely something that can impact any other state. Like, who's to say we won't have another wildlife reserve coming from a nonprofit in North Dakota or Wyoming or Idaho, wherever it might be. But it is cool to give people at the national level an insight of what is going on in Montana agriculture.
Now the entire team also joined in to share their motto.
American Prairie, for the betterment or demise of Montana agriculture.
Good luck to Baker FFA and all the other state winners that advance to the national competition in October. We need to take a break, but we'll be back in a short bit to look over your ag markets.
I represent a lot of what ranchers' wives are, where they marry into the family. Coming into established ranch, the expectations of that is just absolutely overwhelming. You know, there's always stress with all families, but when you're not dealing with the stress outwardly, it will definitely impact everyone inwardly. You may feel alone, but you're not alone.
Welcome back, friends, to your Ag News and your markets. As input prices go up and commodity prices go down, farmers rely on the reference prices and the farm safety net to help stay in business when margins get squeezed. Betty Reisnick, an economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation, talks about why reference prices need to be updated in the next farm bill.
So statutory reference prices have not been updated since the 2014 Farm Bill, which was over a decade ago. The world has changed a lot since then. We've had a global pandemic, we've had record fertilizer prices, we've had massive supply chain issues due to global conflicts and other factors, and some of the worst inflation we've seen in many people's lifetimes. The cost of production of agriculture has also steeply increased with these changes. For some of the crops in the program, costs have increased upwards of 40% or more since introduction, and that's after prices have kind of settled back down over the past few years.
She said American Farm Bureau is also advocating for an increase in the reference prices for all crops, but leave the specifics to that legislators on Capitol Hill. And the cash cattle markets stubbed their toe last week after pressure was applied from the weakened futures board and questions of beef demand being raised in regards to the avian flu being found in more dairy herds. And a decent test of feeder steers and heifers was witnessed at Billings Livestock last week, where prices were steady to the prior test of the sales. Now, in addition, replacement heifers had a good demand, with their prices coming close to $2,300 a head on the top end. For Newell Sheepyard, coal ewes continued their demand, but it was favored on the quality, while replacement ewes struggled to gain good traction. And wheat futures rose for the third consecutive day, led by Chicago wheat, while Minneapolis May spring wheat also rose 25 cents above that Wednesday contract low. Corn futures, though, challenged and failed the 20-day moving average and closed lower. Well, there's a look at your ag markets and news. I'm Andy Schwab. Have a great rest of your day.